The Coffin route runs from Ambleside to Grasmere and has amazing views over both Grasmere and Rydal water. The route is 6.4 km in length and has a total ascent of 184 metres. Loughrig takes centre stage on the other side of Rydal water, with further views to Bowfell and Crinkle Crags in the distance. Historically, the route was used to carry dead bodies to St Oswald's in Grasmere for burial. The path makes its way through Rydal Hall, a brilliant place to stop for a coffee or tea. The route is easy underfoot with no difficult sections, making it a good walk for all abilities.
We went and visited Grasmere Island by kayak and discovered a small knoll and a little hut. After doing some research, we found that the island, which is closely associated with the poet William Wordsworth, was sold at auction to a private bidder in 1893. Grasmere contains a single island known as Grasmere Island or simply the island. In 2017, this island was given to the National Trust. This gift has particular significance to them as the organisation was founded in a response to the sale of the same island to a private bidder in 1893. Canon Hardwick Rawlinson felt that such a location should be in public ownership, and soon afterwards started the National Trust with Octavia Hill and Robert Hunter. Wordsworth lived nearby at Dove Cottage between 1799 and 1808, where he wrote some of his most famous poems, including I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud and The Prelude. We will hear a few excerpts of this from Hugh now.
Oh hi, I didn't see you there. My name is Williams Wordsworth and I've been writing a poem for you. It's lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 I saw at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves behind them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such conjured company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils.
She was an elfin pinnace. Lustily I dipped my oars into the silent lake, and as I rose upon the stroke, my boat went heaving through the water like a swan. When from behind that craggy steep till then, the bound of the horizon, a huge cliff, as with voluntary power instinct, reared its head, I struck and struck again, and still, growing in stature, the huge cliff rose up between me and the stars and still.
He later moved to Allenbank House, which has views of the island, and described Grasmere as the loveliest spot man hath ever found. Dave Almond, National Trust manager, the island the island provides a quiet haven for wildlife, including a heronry, comprising 4 nests that have established here almost certainly because of the relative lack of human disturbance. The magnificent Medusa-like veteran oak on the island has become engulfed by the surrounding younger trees. This is such an important tree ecologically because of the wildlife that it supports, but some of the work will need to be done to give it the space it needs.
Upon venturing to Rydal Lake, we stumbled upon Heron Island. From there blossomed the idea of spending a night on said island. After a joyous night of sharing stories around the warm campfire, we then settled down for the night in our tents. But what followed was unexpected, to say the least. Around 2 a.m. in the morning, Joseph Sadler reported a dog barking in the night, which due to our situation was very improbable, to say the least. Upon the morning, we discovered the grave of a Newfoundland dog named Crusoe, only 4 meters away from camp. This dog died in 1870 and was brought by its owner by boat to the island, the owner of which was A.J.H. Fleming. Therefore, the dog's final resting spot would be Heron Island. Which begs the question, does Crusoe to this day still wander Heron Island, searching for his long-lost owner? That's a question for another day.
Spooky. The Grasmere gingerbread shop was founded by Sarah Nelson in 1854. She taught by her mom who worked in the aristocrat rich homes. She passed away and she taught her skills to doctors who made beautiful gingerbread. The gingerbread is now well renowned, and Tom Cruise even has arrived at the lovely shop. Bonjour. How do you say? The Woodworth Hotel has brought many people to the Grasmere gingerbread, and when it first opened, the local people was eating lots of the gingerbread and going about their daily lives. And I think that's all. So, au revoir.